The much anticipated grand finale of BookWorm Ashanti is here. Are you ready? And now, introducing our finalists. For the lower primary category, we have. For the upper primary category, we have. Have you voted? Are you voting? Who are you cheering? Who wins the maiden edition of BookWorm Ashanti? Vote now as the contestants prepare for an outstanding, amazing, and electrifying grand finale. You also have the power to push your favorite contestants to lead. Planet's BookWorm. Read today, lead tomorrow.
We are getting into the third segment. That is what we call the new segment. We have grouped them. So Michelle will come with Efiafra, and then Bonigas will come with Abdul Rahman. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third segment of today's program. We've had the culture, we've had the career, and finally we are here. Judges have 60%, you the viewer, you the audience, you have 40%. What are you waiting for? In the next 18 minutes, we are closing the polls. This is election. What are you waiting for? It is *365, *366#, and then you proceed to the reader's code and number, or just download the Speak Our mobile app. You go to polls, you select BookWorm for Kids show, tap on your favorite reader's picture to keep the votes coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready, show some love for Michelle and Efiafra.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you. Yes. Good day, cherished viewers. You are watching the new segment on BookWorm. My name is Michelle Boatin-Yeboah. Now the headline. Joe Wise reacts to Alban Bagben's remark on dismissal of motion for proof into covered expenditure. The first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Joseph Osei Joe Wise, has denied claims that he overturned a ruling by the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagben, to admit a private member's motion seeking to probe the government's COVID-19 expenditure. According to him, the Speaker did not rule on the motion. He said at the time the Speaker was exiting the chair, an objection was raised against the motion, which required that the argument from both sides be listened to and a decision given, which he did in favor of those against the motion. After I heard the argument from the proponents of the motion and the adversaries, I was convinced that the objection was well placed, and I, therefore, sustain it. Thank you. Over to you, Efiafra.
Still on that story, he said a recent comment by Honorable Alban Bagben on his conduct set a dangerous path for Ghana's democracy. Quote, to say that my ruling is offensive, illegal or unconstitutional because you have ruled differently is, in my view, a rather dangerous approach to democracy. Unquote, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagben, on his Wednesday took on his fair deputy, Honorable Joseph Osei over the latter's decision to dismiss a private member's motion seeking to probe the government's COVID-19 expenditure. According to him, such actions are illegal and offensive and must not reoccur, especially when he had already admitted the motion. Bagben said despite his disapproval of Honorable Joe Osei Owusu's ruling, he will not take steps to reverse it. Quote, the penchant of the first Deputy Speaker, Honorable Joe Osei Owusu, to overrule my ruling is, to say the least, unconstitutional, illegal, and offensive. Thank you for watching the news segment on BookWorm Ashanti. My name is Efiafra Yeboah. Stay tuned for more updates.
All right, super.
All right, Efiafra Yeboah, you did very well. Both of you did very well. I didn't find any flaw with your reading, but with the other lady, I'm trying to remember your name. Michelle Boatin. Instead of argument, I heard you mention agreement. All right, so apart from that, you did very well.
All right, thank you so much. Put your hands together for them. For Michelle and if you're fry your boy, you can go backstage. Next, ladies and gentlemen, show some love for Bonigas Boachi Mensah and Abdul Rahman Johnson.
Okay. Bonigas, let's hear you and your friend.
Good day, wonderful viewer of BookWorm. My name is Bonigas Mensah. Now to some stories making the headlines. Foreign Minister refutes claim that train covering Ghanaian students from Ukraine was attacked by Russians. Ghana's Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Shelley Ayoko-Boche, has refuted claim that a train carrying some Ghanaian students was attacked by Russians in Ukraine. At a press briefing on Sunday afternoon, she said in these declined times, such unproven allegations should not be disseminated. Let us all endeavor to stay clear and sensationalism and unconfirmed reports. This only serve the heightened tensions at these times. We have parents, families, and friends of these Ghanaian students who are stuck in a war situation, and the least we can do is not to play politics, to be sensational with news that is not confirmed. She said on Saturday, Northtown MP Okudato Amblakwa made the said assertion when he appeared on various media platforms. Thank you. Over to you, Abdul.
Still on that story, on the back of this, the Foreign Affairs Minister assured that the diplomatic missions in neighboring countries, including Moscow and the Vatican, are working earnestly to ensure Ghanaian citizens' safety and subsequent evacuation. Since Russia's president announced his intention on Thursday to capture some regions of Ukraine, the Ghanaian residents in the country called for immediate evacuation. The National Union of Ghana Students, NUCS, also joined calls to pressure government to heed these stranded students' requests. The union maintained that evacuating Ghanaian students from Ukraine is the most effective response to the conflict. Responding to these calls, Madame Botre divulged that over 220 Ghanaians in Ukraine have safely exited the country as of midday on Sunday, February 27. She added that the government has instituted the necessary measures to facilitate the transportation, accommodation, feeding, medical support, and flights for the evacuated citizens. Thank you. This is how we wrap up the news segment for the lower primary category. My name is Abdul Jansam.
Thank you, Abdel and Bonigas. Bonigas, you know you are reading international news. So if you're not careful with your words, it can even create war. So take your time to pronounce the words, okay? Like refute, delicate, you pronounce it a different word. Sensationalism was a different thing, and then assertion also you couldn't pronounce. So take your time when you are reading the news. And Abdel, you did very well, but Moscow is a country, so it's not Moscow. So please, next time, pronounce it well. You know, I think it's a good show.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Lydia. Thank you so much, Bonigas and Abdul Rahman Jansam. You can go backstage. You can go backstage. That's it from the lower primary category. We're heading straight to the upper primary. And for the first pairing, we have Veronica and Benjamin.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, you can start reading.
Good day, dear viewer. This is the grand finale of BookWorm Ashanti, and this is a new segment. My name is Veronica AJ. Now, to the headline. Rebecca Akuf-Addo reaffirms commitment to improving literacy in children. The First Lady, Rebecca Akuf-Addo, has received the winners of this year's spelling bee competition at her office in Accra. She said she is still fascinated by the sheer brilliance of these young ones. It is clear from my interactions with them that the spelling bee competition has had a positive impact on them in terms of confidence and articulation. I reaffirm my commitment to improving literacy in our children and discuss ways in which Spelling Bee Ghana can collaborate with the Rebecca Foundation's Learning to Read, Reading to Learn initiative to extend the principles of Spelling Bee to more Ghanaian children. I commend the organizers, Young Educator Foundation, for such an excellent program. I took the opportunity to honor my pledge to portray the winners. She said, "Thank you. Over to you, Benjamin Brew."
Moving on, we are ready for peace. Moving on, we are ready for peace talk. Volodymyr Zelensky to Putin. Ukraine says it was ready to negotiate with Moscow and was sending its representative to the Belarus border. Russia has put its nuclear deterrence forces on alert. According to President Putin, DW has the latest. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky agreed to start peace talks with Russia, his office said Sunday, following a phone call with Belarusian strongman Alexander Lukashenko. Zelensky's office said he had agreed to send a delegation to a meeting on the Belarusian-Ukrainian border near the Pripyat River. The talks would be the first to take place since Russia invaded Ukraine. His office said the talks will be held without precondition. We agreed that the Ukrainian delegation would meet the Russian delegation without preconditions on the Ukrainian-Belarusian border near the Pripyat River. Zelensky said in a statement, Russia President Vladimir Putin has ordered the Russian nuclear deterrent forces be put on high alert. My name is Benjamin Biu. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.
Veronica,
Madam,
I love the way you were reading.
thank you.
I could feel I was able to relate with your reading because you were engaging your audience and also your eye contact was on point. Your pronunciations were on point. Keep it up, okay?
Thank you.
Good. John,
Madam,
you were reading, but it wasn't news. You were not reading news. This is news segment. You were reading to yourself, and there was no punctuations. You were no full stop, no comma. You were just reading. Anytime you are reading news, you need to pay attention to your punctuations. Okay? Aside that, you did so well with your reading because you are pronouncing the words correctly, but your punctuations. So pay attention to that. Okay?
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and you've got to show some love for Veronica Eche and John Benjamin Brew Prempe. Next is Faustina and Benedict.
And Benedict, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, start.
Good day, cherished viewer. Let's do some transport story. Passengers within the Kumasi metropolis have expressed frustrations over transport fare hikes as they describe it as unreasonable. Most of these passengers who urged with the trotro drivers and made claim that the fare, instead of 15% increment, has been charged differently.
whilst few drivers charge fares equivalent to the 15% increment. Most of them charge differently. According to the passengers, the worried passengers revealed that some fares charged by these drivers and their conductors are equivalent to 20%, 25%, 30%, 40%, etc. According to one gentleman who spoke to Ghana Web, he used to pay 6 cedis from Kumasi to Bekwai, but now pays 8 cedis. Another lady who used to pay 1 cedi 50 pesos from Abu Abu to KJT said she is now paying 2 cedis instead of 1 cedi 80 pesos. We were paying 2 cedi 70 pesos from Ethiopia to KJT, but it's very unfortunate that drivers are now forcing us to pay 3 cedi 30 pesos instead of 3 cedi 10 pesos. Another gentleman revealed, "Thank you for watching BookWorm News. My name is Faustina Oforiwa. Over to you, Benedict."
Thank you. Good day, cherished viewers. My name is Ade Benedict. Let's do some local news updates. We use COVID-19 funds appropriately, says Justice Sophia Akufu. Former Chief Justice and Chairperson for the COVID-19 National Trust Fund, Madam Sophia Akufu, says the fund judiciously used contributions received to fight the pandemic. The Minority Leader, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, and the Minority Chief Whip, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, and the ranking member of the Finance Committee, Dr. Kassel Atoforsen, filed a motion which sought to constitute a bipartisan parliamentary committee chaired by a member of the minority to probe COVID-19 expenditure. The private member motion was captured in order paper for Thursday, November 4th, 2021, but the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Osei Owusu, dismissed the private member motion on the floor. According to him, the work of such a bipartisan committee is already provided for by the Constitution to be conducted by the Auditor General and the Public Accounts Committee, PAC. Log to our social media platform for more updates. Thank you.
All right, thank you to Benedict. Both of you did very amazing with the reading. You engaged the audience. Your pronunciations were very well done. And I would want to encourage you to do more. You have done very well.
All right, show some love for Faustina and Benedict. So, Obiniyem. Today be today. Today be. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Amira Haruna and Joyceful Ado Dufie.
Can you hear me? Okay, you can start.
Okay. Good day, cherished viewer. Let's do some stories regarding COVID. The minority in Parliament had also previously petitioned the Auditor General to audit government expenditure on food and water government supplies to the vulnerable during 3-week COVID-19 partial lockdown period. Over to you, Joyceful.
Right? She called on Ghanaians to ignore naysayers to take the COVID vaccine and also adhere strictly to the preventive protocols. We vaccinate our children against measles, whooping cough, and all the killer diseases. That's why I've got such robust, young, healthy children in this country. So what is this about COVID, which is even more dangerous than some of these diseases? Over to you.
But speaking as the special guest of honor at a community health and wellness day under the auspices of Ekuapehene Asideyo Kwesi Akofu, she said the fund was used for its intended purposes. Through the immense contribution and support for Ghanaians, the Trust Fund has supported the implementation of various projects and provided relief intervention in various forms. To you, Joyceful.
What is significant is the education on the continued adherence to the prevention and safety protocols of regular hand washing with soap and the running water, regular use of alcohol-based hand and surface sanitizers,
the wearing of masks, the observing of the appropriate physical distance, and very importantly, get yourself vaccinated. Over to you.
This intervention comprises of the distribution of PPEs to medical facilities, COVID-19 care centers, special isolation centers, hospitals, small health centers, CHIPS compound, labs, COVID-19 testing centers, as well as providing support to the needy and vulnerable person with food items and cash contribution across the length and breadth of the country. She explained. We still have more for you on this story. Stay tuned. My name is Amira Haruna. Thank you. To you also.
The free health screening organized by Akiapim Hina as part of activities to celebrate his birthday was in collaboration with Ezekiel and Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation, Beauty Pharmaceutical Company Limited, and Vision Spring Company Limited. Thank you for staying glued to your seat. My name is Joyce Folado. Stay tuned for more.
Thank you.
All right. I must admit, I like your creativity, and I like the fact that you engage yourself so well with the reading. I couldn't find the fault, so clap for yourself. All the best.
All right, put your hands together for them. That is Amira Haruna and Joyce Foladu Dufie. Our final set, ladies and gentlemen, is Nanaja Albert and Michelle Safo.
So who is starting? Let's hear you, Nanaya.
Good day, consistent viewer of BookWorm. Still on the new segment, and we have some more updates for you. My name is Nanaya Abimpong. Investment in education are a key priority for my government, Ekufuado. President Ekufuado has said his government intends to deepen the education of the population so as to attain our industrialization objective. President Ekufuado was speaking at the Independence Day Award ceremony ahead of the 65th Independence Day celebration in Accra on Wednesday, March 2nd. Investment in education are a key priority for my government. The government intends to deepen the education of our population so as to attain our industrialization objective. This means there will be increasing emphasis in our education on science and technology education and technical and vocational training. In addition to the ongoing construction of the Accra STEM Academy, the government has commenced the construction of 20 science, technology, engineering, and mathematics centers across the country, with all 28 at various stages of completion. Thank you. Over to you, Albert.
Still on that story, the completion of 9 model senior high schools across the country is imminent. This year, the government will expand the free senior high school program to cover all first-year students in public TVET institutions. Government believes that knowledge and talent are not for the rich and privileged alone, and that free education widens the gates of opportunities to every child, especially those whose talents are arrested because of poverty. At this point in our history, we are determined, in spite of the difficulties, to complete the transformation of the country into a modern 21st century nation that remains distinctly and uniquely Ghanaian. It is for this reason that investment in our educational system are a key priority for my government, he stressed. It has been an insightful, educative, and entertaining journey with BookWorm. This program is sponsored by Planet Drinks and McBurry's Biscuits, also supported by Max TV and Max FM. My name is Albert Pokukusi. Wrap it up for us, Michelle.
Thank you, Albert. Good day once again, cherished viewer of BookWorm Ashanti. My name is Michelle Safo Boachua. From November 2021, BookWorm Ashanti commenced with auditions, of which those of us up here and backstage and a few others seated in the audience were graced with the opportunity of being qualifiers of the maiden edition of BookWorm Ashanti. It has been a thrilling, insightful, educating, and life-changing experience. Week in, week out, the competition got tougher, but we also stood tall in the challenge, and today, here we are as finalists. We had our production team traveling every week from Accra to Kumasi just to put up this educative program. We celebrate them greatly today from the production team, judges, editor, host, director, producer, and executive producer. To our supporters, St. Louis Training College, Zealand Fun World, and Republic Bank. Before we leave you, we want to thank all parents who support and believe in their children, especially with programs that constitute to their future. A program like BookWorm, Read Today, Lead Tomorrow. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Nanaya, Albert, Michelle, clap for yourselves. I think some of the radio stations and the television stations should start engaging you people because you are doing very well. But then, Nanaya,
Albert, you did really, really great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nanaya, I like the way you accompany your reading with a smile. Keep it. But you also did very well. And you are not engaging your audience so much. Michelle, I like the way you were engaging your audience. Thank you very much.
Show some love for Nanaya Castle. Show some love for Albert Pokukusijima. Show some love for Michelle Safo Boachewa.